Hello guys and welcome back. If you know what time I woke up to record this video, you will know that I have you at heart. Some weeks ago I made a video about baby factories. So I want to do a follow-up to that video by talking about legal ways to have children, especially in Nigeria. Now there are several legal ways to have children, but today I want to focus on surrogacy. But before we begin, public service announcement. If you are seeing this on Facebook and you're not following me already, please follow me. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I talk about law in a fun way and I also talk about lifestyle sometimes. As we all know, in Africa, having children in marriage is a form of security and it's celebrated as the pride of womanhood. So the odds are always against the women who are now shamed for being barren, even though sometimes the fault might not be theirs. So you see women patronizing baby factories, even when they know that it's illegal. Surrogacy is a form of assisted reproductive technology where a woman who is a third party, in this case the surrogate mom, agrees to carry the child of the commissioning parent, or should I say the real parent, to term, knowing fully well that her right to and over that child will be forfeited. And when she gives birth to that child, she hands it over to the commissioning parents. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to go into the details of how it's done. If it is something that you want to consider in the future, you will definitely be talking to a medical expert. But just know that it involves a third party carrying your child. While we don't have a law that makes it a crime, we also don't have a law that expressly acknowledges it. So someone who decides to take that path cannot be said to have committed a crime, or someone who takes that path cannot be said to have committed a crime. I believe when all the elements of a contract are complete, it's enforceable. But the question is, considering public policy and our ethnic bias, can it be enforced in court or is it enforceable? I've not heard of any pronouncements in this regard, but I believe that once the elements of contracts are in order, it should be enforceable. Another option can be for the commissioning parents can be that they can go ahead to adopt the child legally, even though it's theirs, to secure their interest, or they can obtain a custody order in court to secure their interests or their rights over that child. There are definitely going to be challenges with this kind of procedure. First, we might have baby factories disguising as a home for, say, surrogate moms, because my own wahala is with baby factories. Those people have done us more harm than good in this country. The possibility of abuse as well, because I've heard stories of young women selling their female reproductive cells to fertility clinics. We might also have quacks roaming free because this area of health or reproductive health is yet to be regulated in Nigeria. Also, the challenge with enforceability, since I've not heard of any pronouncement of the courts in this kind of contract or on this kind of contracts. And then finally, money, because of course you need money. What happens? We don't have so many wealthy families in Nigeria. What happens to those people who cannot afford to pay for this procedure? What happens?
One day the poor will become poorest, and the poorest will become the poorest of the poorest as the poorest of the poorest as.
It is well. So it's clear that there's a pressing need for our parliament to enact a legislation regulating assisted and reproductive technology in Nigeria to limit abuse and exploitation. Hopefully that enactment happens soon. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.